Hey, my friends, Pastor David here with another Banding Together Midweek Minute. So we are heading toward Christmas now, and we are looking at the Christmas story this year through a church that's putting together a Christmas play called The Glory of Christmas. And we're going to be looking at the Christmas story through each of the characters in the Christmas story as this church puts the play together. We visited with Mary a little bit this past week, and in the church's Christmas play, Mary is a 31-week pregnant former soccer mom who has two in college and finds out that she's pregnant. God steps into her and her husband's life and kind of shakes things up a little bit, changes their plans. They really had in mind a lot of different things for this phase of their life with two in college, but now they have one in the womb, and their journey takes a completely different path than what they might have imagined it to be at this point in their lives. That certainly was the case for Luke's Mary in the first chapter of the gospel, a young woman in the latter stages of the betrothal process to Joseph, who was expecting to be married, and now all of a sudden in comes the angel who says, "You will conceive and bear a son, and you will call his name Jesus, and he will be the Son of God." And Mary has a choice to make. Will she allow God to shake things up in her life and change her plans and allow God to fulfill the beginnings of the plan of salvation for all of us? My challenge to us this past weekend, to me and to you, to us personally and to us as a church, is can we believe that when God steps into our lives and shakes things up a little bit, He does so with a good purpose, not with an evil one, not with a malicious one, but with a good purpose, because He has in mind a future that's full of hope. Can we believe that? Will we believe that this year, this Christmas, that this God that has this propensity to change things up on purpose has good plans for you and for me and for us, to give us a future full of hope? I hope that maybe you can believe that wherever your life happens to be right now. So this coming weekend, we turn our thoughts to the other half of the holy couple, to Joseph, a carpenter from Nazareth. Do you know how many carpenters there were? At this particular moment in time, carpenters were a dime a dozen. But God chooses this particular one, an ordinary carpenter, to be the father, the earthly father, to the Son of God. That says something about how God uses ordinary people. We'll talk about that this coming weekend at all of our worship services here at First Church. It's a communion weekend. We will gather at the table of the Lord. So I hope that you can join us at one of our times together this weekend. Until then, remember, keep looking up, and I'll see you later.